So Canelo comes out and finally admits that something the fans and media haven't been saying over the past 10 years, that fans and media have actually been saying that Al Haymon of PBC doesn't want to make fights. Every promoter, every YouTuber, every guy on Twitter, every person from every network, every place has basically said that Al Haymon and PBC wasn't the best place for certain fighters. And with Canelo finally reaching out and saying that Al Haymon and PBC, he would have been better in that situation, signing with PBC if he would have started early in his career. If he had started early in his career to sign with PBC, he'd have a better career right now, other than Golden Boy. If he would have signed with PBC instead of Golden Boy, he'd have a better career right now. And a lot of fans just don't understand that. They've been saying over the years that, oh, well, you know, Canelo has a good career. He fights this guy and that guy. He went over and fought Couldve Smith and that. Well, looking back on it, Canelo finally realizes, oh, I get more value out of fighting a Charlo or a Caleb Plant. He looks back now, he sees that him fighting Caleb Plant or Charlo did more for his career than fighting Yildirim, Couldve Smith, John Ryder, all these people that the fans have said, oh, well, this guy's a top guy. Canelo fought this guy. Then Canelo gonna say the other day, we asked him to fight Couldve Smith. I ain't asked him to fight no Couldve Smith. Never in his career. Especially, no, I didn't. But PBC, I wouldn't say, oh, just if you sign with PBC, you're going to have the best career ever. No, I wouldn't say that. But he sees what they're doing with Tank Davis right now and what they've done with him for the last year or so. And he's starting to realize that I could have went in a better direction with my career. And I'm going to tell you guys, well, I'll tell you later on, because I've been dropping hints about that for a while. But I'll tell people later on why that's a big deal. And I knew he was going to say that. That's why when he did the co-promotion, The Zone and PBC was still involved. You had a lot of fans and reporters a couple of months ago. This one I knew where everybody got exposed. When the news came out that they said Al Haymon wants Munguia versus Canelo. That's the fight that Al Haymon wants Canelo to do. When I said, oh, so Canelo doing whatever Al Haymon says now, so Al Haymon can tell Canelo what to do? But you got people running around right now talking about, well, Turkey on the Sheik's trying to tell Canelo what to do, and that's not how things are done. Why nobody said that when Al Haymon sat up here? Well, allegedly, they said Al Haymon said that Canelo has to fight Munguia or else. That's the fight I want. They tried to put all the blame on Al Haymon now. Like, he's making Canelo fight Munguia. Okay, fam, if you believe that. Over Benavidez, his own fighter. Not his own fighter, but a fighter that's basically on his conglomerate. Okay, if you believe that, well, okay. I can't change everybody's mind, but Canelo, I'm glad he said that because it's too many narratives going around him. Everybody wants to make up this ghost story or this scenario that never happens just so they can make it seem like Canelo didn't duck David Morrell, Benavidez. At this point, Terrence Crawford. I know Andre Ward wanted to fight all these guys at one point, and he was running from that. He didn't run at 175 until Andre Ward left. Like, didn't nobody notice. That's why with the Bivol win, I'm glad Bivol beat him because you could have had that same situation with Andre Ward. Dude would rather jump in the ring with a 175 Bivol than a 175 Andre Ward. The same situation with Triple G. Triple G ain't never leave 160 because he didn't want that smoke. Stayed in one division the whole time. And Canelo knows that Triple G, his name being affiliated with Triple G his whole career, it kind of limits him because he has to be connected to Triple G for Triple G to have a good career. If Triple G's name isn't connected with Canelo, he wouldn't even have any big fights on his resume, except for like Danny Jacobs and all them. So he has to have his name connected to Canelo. And Canelo sees now that, okay, this dude's name is synonymous with mine, and it's just linked to me forever. I don't really want to be connected to this guy like this. Let me try to put some other fights together to where, and he's trying to do like the younger guys now, so when they're around, it's not the same thing, bro. He's trying to do like the Floyd thing, but it's not that, man. Fighting Munguia and Berlanga is not the same as fighting Benavidez. So you're not going to have the same effect from fans. You're not going to have the same kind of response. They're gonna look at it as an easy pushover fight, something you're really not trying to make available to the fans like the big fights. You already know what fights the fans want. This dude is going to be remembered for not giving people the fights they asked for. Period. People just want the fights they asked for. Eventually, Floyd fought Pacquiao. Eventually. So he gave the fans all they wanted. So at the end of the day, the fans are the ones who are running the show. And we've seen Mayweather do more numbers with the MMA fighter than he did with Canelo. So at the end of the day, and I've seen Conor McGregor do bigger numbers than Canelo. That's a whole nother story. But from what I've seen, this dude to have every opportunity to be the biggest star in boxing. And people say, well, his numbers are there. He's the only guy getting promoted as the face of boxing for the last 10, 15 years, last 10 years. So, yeah, he needs to be basically in the position he is now. They've been saying he was the next guy up since he lost to Floyd, which is weird. But he knows, man, if I would have stuck with PBC after that Floyd fight and just been with them my whole career, I would have had a way better career. Especially the way they're lining these fights up right now. This is way better than Yildirim and John Smith and those guys. John Ryder and all those guys. And he came out and said it. And I'm glad he did, because a lot of fans have been denying the truth for too many years, acting like everybody's holding Canelo back and this and that. He's holding himself back. He can fight whoever he wants. He needs a game plan, though. The thing about Canelo, he needs a game plan when it comes to certain fights. It's not just that he can fight and he's going to be all right. He needs a game plan. He needs the perfect plan. And with the Bivol fight, the plan just went left. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.